Okay, so everyone should be seeing my screen about the agenda today. Thank you for coming to our first timer webinar. This webinar is for exhibitors that may have never exhibited at IPW before. Their company may have never exhibited, and or if you are a delegate that has never actually attended IPW, this is for you. So first we'll get started with, just to go over the agenda, we'll cover appointments, move in and move out, Freeman Online, our luncheons, activations that will be throughout the convention center, and open networking, open and closing events, and how to navigate the McCormick Place. So first, appointments. Appointments right now are currently open to everyone who has paid all their registration fees. So if you are questioning why you haven't seen any appointments in your My IPW account, that's because you may still have some outstanding fees that you need to pay in order to be able to view appointments, make appointment requests, and for buyers to be able to find you as well. Appointment requests close May 2nd at 11:59 p.m. So make sure you submit all of your requests. Each 10 by 10 comes with the ability to request up to 50 appointments, but you're actually going to get 42. We just leave a margin of error so that you can request a little bit more than you actually need in case it doesn't match up or in case someone cancels. Appointment lists will then be distributed May 21st to the key contact of the booth. And then during that time, manual scheduling is what will be open. And that is for, let's say, a buyer happens to cancel, or if you didn't fill your appointment schedule, you can still make manual requests during that time. And you can also send messages in the My IPW account as well. Below is a picture of what the key contact will see when they log into their My IPW account. And then on the next slide, I'll go over how My IPW should look for you. So when the key contact logs into My IPW, they should see this information right here on this image. And then you go over to your left and you click on appointments, and then you'll start to see it's not populating on this image, and I also didn't want to show someone else's appointments request because I logged into an account to get this image. But all your appointment requests will be populated here. You can also download to Excel, save to Word. You can send emails to various appointment requests that you may have submitted. And then you can also manage your appointments here. And then when manual scheduling opens back up, this is where you can add in some more appointment requests and send additional messaging. If you're, for example, if you're having an open networking in your booth, like a happy hour during one of the open networking times, and you want to send a message to all of your buyers that you want to invite, you can send it in here in your My IPW account. And again, this is only what the key contact will be seeing. It doesn't matter if you're the registration contact, only the key contact can manage appointment requests. The way to find this is by, if you go to our website, at the top, you click under exhibit, and then you scroll down and you click to appointments, and then it'll take you to this next page, and it will have more information about manual scheduling as well. So if you ever have any questions about how to manually do your scheduling, if you want to buy extra appointments, if you have any additional questions about appointments, this is how you get to it on our website. And there is also a PDF how-to that you can access and view and read. And if you have any questions after you view it, you can always email us at IPW, ipwreg@ustravel.org. The next page. So move in and move out. The Brand USA Marketplace Hall will be in South Hall A at McCormick Place. And then move-in starts on Friday, June 13th for booths that are larger than a 10 by 20. And then in order to access the show floor that Friday, you will need to have paid all of your registration fees in full. So let's say between now and June 13, if you add in another delegate, if you purchase an additional schedule, anything that you pay in your registration will need to, anything you purchase within your registration cart will need to be paid for in full by June 13th if you want to have access to the show floor. Again, this date, move-in date is only for 10 by 20s or larger. Exhibitors that meet the above requirements can pick up a wristband on Friday, and on the next slide, I'll show you where to get the wristbands. And then after Friday, on Saturdays, where you can actually pick up your badges at the registration desk. And again, I'll walk through where that is later on in this webinar. So you can pick up your badges on Saturday, and Saturday is when badges are required. It won't be wristbands. Wristbands will only be Saturday until Sunday. That'll just be for your non-registered staff, delegate staff, booth staff. If you have any of those coming to help you move in, or if anyone is having an EAC, they'll need a wristband access as well. And then move out starts Wednesday on the 18th at 4:30 p.m. and then ends at 6:30 and then continues the next day on the 19th. That's a Thursday from 8 to 5 p.m. And then please note you cannot pack up earlier than 4:30 or you risk incurring a $500 fine. So here is just a kind of a screenshot of the show floor. This is where the check-in desk will be on Friday only. And this is where everyone can get their wristbands. And then if anyone needs any additional support from Freeman, if they realize they need to order any additional services or if they want floral as well, you can access the service desk, which will be downstairs, and you can access it through these stairs or these stairs. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yes. So the deadline for Freeman Online is for the complimentary furniture package. Everyone is allowed to purchase the complimentary furniture package. And if you have a 10 by 10, it comes as 2 chairs, a table, and a wastebasket. If you have a 10 by 20, you just multiply that, a 10 by 30, and so on and so forth. The deadline to order the complimentary furniture package is May 19th. After May 19th, it's no longer free. It goes up to $521. Another note is that carpet or floor covering is required. So you can purchase that in Freeman Online as well, or you can bring your own floor covering if you have it, or source it from a third party. And then any other goods and services that you would want to order through Freeman, like electrical, flooring, any additional furniture upgrades, or any other packages would need to be done by May 19th because those prices go up as well. Luncheons at IPW every day when the show is open, Monday through Wednesday. There's a complimentary lunch provided in the luncheon hall, and the hours of lunch are 12:30 to 1:45. The doors open at 12:15. It's in the hall, South Hall B, which is directly across from South Hall A. I'll also show you that coming up. And then if you wanted to do a reserved luncheon table, you can purchase one if you're a member for $750 and $1,000 for non-members. If you don't purchase a reserved luncheon table, there are still open seating throughout. There's just no guarantee that you'll be able to sit with your entire team. Some people, you just kind of have to find a seat. So that's one of the benefits of purchasing a reserved table, is that you get to have your whole team there, and or you can invite buyers to sit with you as well. Activations. So the minute you get off the bus, or when you walk over, if you're staying at a hotel that's walkable or across the street or connected, you'll start to see some activations throughout McCormick Place. The first one you'll see when you're in the registration area, is Hershey is doing a sponsorship and will be giving away chocolate. Visit Kansas City will be doing a soccer activation, and then you keep walking and moving forward towards the show floor. You'll see a Choose Chicago desk, a few Choose Chicago desks. You'll see the Visit Lauderdale activation closer to the luncheon hall. And then once you get on the show floor, we have the Greater Palm Springs Wellness Lounge. We have our sports pavilion with different sports activations in there. The MLB is in there. GTSC has a booth in there, and Sports Where I Am also have a booth in there. And then we also have a pickleball court, which is new this year. That's directly behind the sports pavilion. If anyone wants to take advantage of that and play some pickleball during the open hours, you definitely can do that. I recommend bringing a pair of tennis shoes. And then we'll also have the Route 66 Cafe, which will have various cities and states in that activation that are along the Route 66 path. And they'll be doing food and giveaways in the Route 66 Cafe that's also on the show floor. And then we have our US Travel Hub, where we encourage you to stop by if you have any questions. There's an information desk in there. If you're looking for any of us, we will be in there, any US travel staff, most of us will be in there throughout the days. And then we'll also have some programming, some content going on in there as well this year that's new. So hopefully you guys can join us, and more information about the content in the US Travel Hub will be posted on our website and emailed out before the show as well. Open networking and general sessions. So the open networking times are times during IPW where you can have a happy hour in your booth, or if there's a buyer that didn't get a chance to have an appointment with you or that wants to stop by and ask you a question, this is the time they can do that. And there's two different times. There's the morning time, 10 a.m. or 10:20 to 11:30 a.m. And then in the afternoon time is 4:30 to 5:30. And you can, if you have any catering you'd like to order, you want to give away any food, or if you want to order a full bar, you can order it through OVG Hospitality, and you can have it in your booth during these times. And new this year, we are having a general session that is geared towards the buyers. Exhibitors, of course, are welcome to attend, but that will be on Monday, and it will be during the morning time, the 10:20 to 11:30 time frame, and it will be in the Vista Ballroom. The opening and closing events. So the opening event will be at the Field Museum on Sunday, the 15th at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And there will be shuttle buses that will pick up from the hotels and drop you off at the Field Museum, and then pick you up from the Field Museum and take you back to your hotels. Just make sure you get on the correct bus at the Field Museum that's going to your correct hotel. And then the open nights this year are Monday and Tuesday, so there's no events going on during those nights, so you can schedule team dinners, try and meet with buyers to take them to dinner, or do any other type of networking you'd like to do on those days. Those days are yours. And then Wednesday is the closing event at Navy Pier, and that is 7 to 10, similar to the welcome event. You can get a bus from your hotel and it'll drop you off at Navy Pier, and then pick you back up at Navy Pier, and then take you back to your correct hotel. Again, make sure you get on the correct bus for your hotel. And this is a picture of Field Museum, Navy Pier, and just the beautiful Chicago skyline. Navigating McCormick Place. So I'm going to do a little walkthrough that you can all do as well on your own, like with your teams, and to help familiarize yourself of McCormick Place and how to get around. I'm hoping everyone's still seeing my screen as it took you to this webpage. So what you're going to click is Start Exploring. And again, we are in the South Hall. So the area you want to go to is main level 1 main gate. So this is the view you'll see if you walk over from the Hyatt Regency, if that's where you're staying, or if you walk over from any other hotel that's nearby. And then I'm going to kind of reverse engineer it. I'm going to show you where you're going to walk through if you were to get dropped off from a shuttle bus. So you'll walk along this pathway, keep going. And this is the area where shuttle buses are dropping off. And then this is where registration is. Registration will be in South 102 A through D. So it'll be in these rooms this year, inside here. And then that's where the Hershey activation will be. And along this way is where the Kansas City soccer activation will be. So I'm going to take you back to where we started. You're walking back. Oh, wrong way. Oh, no. Oops. Sorry. I promise it's not this confusing. Okay. Back this way. Make it lobby 3. Okay, back this way. And past the fountains. Okay. And then so you'll be here, and then you'll start to walk up all these stairs or take the escalators, dealer's choice. And then you keep walking forward. Keep walking forward. And then this is the Grand Concourse area. So South Hall lobby, South Hall is where we are, and South Hall B is where the luncheon is. So this is where the Choose Chicago desk or area will be. And then this is where the Lauderdale activation will be. And then you walk through that and the luncheon hall is right here. And then you turn this way. And this is South Hall A, and this is the show floor. And the exhibitor desk check-in will be around here, along with the EAC exhibitor appointed contractor check-in desk will be right here as well. And so this is the show floor. And then the general session for Monday will be up these escalators. You just basically exit the show floor and walk up this way. So upcoming key dates and deadlines, like I mentioned, May 2nd, that's when appointment requests are due. That's also the last day to purchase an inclusive booth package. So if you want that custom back wall and you want to purchase it through us, which includes carpet and the complimentary furniture, that's the last day to do that. And that's also the last day for the 50%. Oh, sorry, that's just the last day for 50% refund deadline. I should have put not discount deadline, but if you yeah, okay. May 9th, that's when all graphics are due. So if you have an express booth, an inclusive booth, a triangle hanging banner, that's the deadline for all graphics to Freeman and us. And then that's also the convention center ordering deadline. That's the deadline for the EAC form, the non-registered staff form. May 16th is the hotel reservation deadline. May 19th is the complimentary furniture package deadline and the Freeman discount deadline for other goods and services through them. And then May 21st, that's when your appointment lists are distributed back to you. May 23rd is our next webinar. It's just the know before you go. We'll also be giving some updates on IPW 26 in there as well. And then move-in starts June 13th for anyone who has a 10 by 20 or larger and has the registration paid. And then it's the 13th through the 15th. And then the show opens on the 16th through the 19th. And then I know I did a lot of talking. I want to see if anyone had any questions. I wasn't able to monitor the chat while I was presenting, but if anyone has any questions about what I just talked about or anything that I didn't talk about, please put it in the chat now. I'll give it a couple more seconds, but I'm gonna say if nobody types any questions, that means everyone understands IPW. Not saying any. All right, well, nobody has any questions, so I'll go ahead and end this. If you have any questions, I'm gonna tell you my email. I'll type it right now. It's cccook@ustravel.org. If you don't have it already, you can send me an email, and if you think of a question later, you can let me know and I'll be able to answer your questions. Or if anyone is shy and didn't want to ask it in front of everybody, or it's more specific to your company, you can send me an email. Thank you for joining me on this Friday. I appreciate it. This is recorded. It's going to be posted on the website come Monday. Thank you, everybody, and have a great one.